Hello, I'm David John Roach. I'm a composer and I'm going to talk about some orchestral scores that I like, not just the music but the published editions too. Today I am going to talk about Oliver Knussen's Whitman settings. According to Faber's website, this was originally published in 1991 as a song for soprano and piano. An orchestral version was published in 1992. I am going to talk about both as I think it's fun to compare them when working. Here are the three things I would like to say about this piece. My favourite thing to do with both the chamber and the orchestral version of Whitman settings is to compare the scores and half speculate, half analyse how the score was blown up to its orchestral scale. Just looking at and comparing the first page of both versions shows so much, with fragments of the initial phrase being spread creatively and impactfully around the orchestra. What is emphasised? How is it emphasised? What notes are held on? Comparison of these two scores is a mini masterclass in orchestration. The second thing I love about this piece relates to practicality. In the preface to the orchestral score, there is a note that states some of the rhythms have been changed to make the work more practical for orchestra. The rhythmic relationships remain the same, but their presentation has been altered. It's important to note that some rhythms work well in a chamber setting and some rhythms work well in an orchestral setting. There is a difference. The last thing I'm going to talk about here is string divisi. This feels like a bit of a cop-out for me to mention. It's very composery, but I think there's so much subtlety to the string writing in this piece. Splitting the players up by desk, by inside and outside player, by number, and in more standard formats. Everything is thoughtful, everything is clear, and everything is super well managed. String divisi can feel overdone, speaking from my own experience here about my own music, but again, this score shows us incredibly clear string writing. This is a beautiful piece of music and one of my favourite orchestral scores. It's a Faber score and honestly it's not that well edited. There's lots of weird empty space all over the place, but it's definitely worth checking out. I've basically only talked about the front of the piece in this video and there is so much stuff in this piece. It's a huge piece and I'm just skating over the surface. So make sure you do this music the courtesy of at least listening to it, and you should go out and get a score if you're into contemporary classical music because it's an incredible piece of music. Thank you.